Hello guys. So in this session, we are going to learn how to monitor Elasticsearch with Prometheus and Grafana. Okay. So here we are going to learn how to monitor Elasticsearch with Prometheus and Grafana. So first of all, we need an instance, right? So here, as you can see, here I launch my instance with the operating system is Linux, as you can see Ubuntu, right? So as you can see here, I successfully connected to my instance. You can see Ubuntu 22.04 LTS. Okay. So let's monitor Elasticsearch with Prometheus and Grafana. So for that, as you can see here, I mentioned some steps to monitor Elasticsearch with Prometheus and Grafana. So let's start. So first of all, we need to install JDK, Java Development Kit, right? So to monitor Elasticsearch, we need to install JDK first. So first of all, I'm going to update my system package using this sudo apt command, sudo apt update. So as you can see, it's done. Now the next step is we need to, here you can see Elasticsearch require Java to run. So we need to install OpenJDK 8 by running the following command. So here to monitor Elasticsearch, we need to install OpenJDK 8. So that's why here I'm going to install OpenJDK 8 using this command. So as you can see, it's installing. So it takes few seconds to install. So wait for few seconds. Okay, it's almost done. Yeah, it's done. So now I'm going to clear my screen first. Okay. Now the next step is we need to set this Java home environment variables. Okay. So for that we need to run these two commands to set the Java home environment. Okay, it's done. Now the next step is here, step number second, we need to install Elasticsearch on Ubuntu. So let's install Elasticsearch on Ubuntu. Okay. So first here I'm going to update my system package using this sudo apt update command. So as you can see, it's updating. Okay, now the next step is let's download this .deb file for Elasticsearch. So I'm going to run this command using wget command. Okay, it's done. If I run the ls command, so as you can see, so we need to extract this file using this following command. We need to install this .dpk file. Okay, it's done. Now the next step we need to let's set up this network configuration. For that, open this Elasticsearch YAML.file. So here in this Elasticsearch we need to set this networks configuration, right? So I'm going to open this configuration file, Elasticsearch configuration file, and here let's check the network section. So here is the network section, right? So first of all, here we need to uncomment this network host, and here we need to replace this IP with 0.0.0.0. That means any IP, okay? That means any IP can access this 0.0.0.0, right? Okay, so let's save the file and exit. Okay, it's done. Now the next step is let's enable our Elasticsearch service. Then let's start the Elasticsearch service. Now let's check the status of our Elasticsearch. So as you can see, it's running, right? You can see it's active running. That means we have successfully installed our Elasticsearch. Okay. Now let's access this Elasticsearch in browser. So how to access, right? So first of all, let's access this Elasticsearch in our browser, right? So how to access? So first of all, here you need to copy IP address. So let's copy your IP address. Okay, and hit on browser. And for Elasticsearch, port number is 9200. Okay, so as you can see here, it's if I click this pretty print, okay. So that's the Elasticsearch, right? So it's the IP is 92, sorry, port number is 9200. So you need to open this port number in your security group. If your security group doesn't have this port, then you can't have access in browser. Okay. Okay, it's done. So we have successfully installed Elasticsearch. Now it's time to install Prometheus. Okay, so how to install? So first of all, you download the latest version of Prometheus from this using this command. So as you can see, it's downloading. Okay. Now the next step is here we need to extract our Prometheus using this star file. Okay, using this star command. Okay. Now let's clear the screen. After that, the next step is let's inside this Prometheus file. Okay, now if I run the ls command, so as you can see the folders of our Prometheus. Okay, now let's go to this /etc system file, and here let's open our, sorry, let's create this file. Which file? Prometheus.service file. So in this location, we need to create Prometheus.service file, and in this file, we need to add this data. So I'm going to paste this content here. And let's save the file. So press escape, WQ, exclamation, and enter. Okay, the file successfully saved. Okay. After this reload, we need to reload the service, enable, start, and Prometheus. Okay. So let's start. First of all, reload our Prometheus service. Then after that, we need to start our enable our Prometheus service. Then let's check. Let's start our Prometheus service. Now, after that, let's check the status of our Prometheus. So as you can see, it's active running. That means you have successfully installed Prometheus, right? So how to check? So let's access our Prometheus in browser. So the Prometheus port number is 9090. And this port number also you need to open in your security group. So as you can see, Prometheus time series collection, and as you can see, if I go to my status and target, so here we have only one target here, Prometheus, and the state is up. Scrap timing, scrap duration, and there is no any error. Okay. Okay, so now we have successfully installed Prometheus also, right? Okay. Now it's time to install Grafana. Okay, so it's time to install Grafana on Ubuntu. So how to install Grafana? So here is the command. So first of all, you need to import your GPG keys used by Grafana package. So let's import the GPG keys. So first of all, let's clear the screen first. And let's enter the GPG keys. Okay, it's decrypted. After that, then add a Grafana repository to your apt sources. So I'm going to add this Grafana repository to my apt resources. Okay, it's done. So let's clear the screen first. After that, let's update our system package so using sudo apt update command. And after that, let's install the Grafana. So yes, I want to install. So that's why I'm going to enter Y for yes. So as you can see, it's installing Grafana. Okay, it's done. Right. So let's clear the screen first. So we have successfully installed Grafana. So let's access our Grafana in our browser. Okay. So how to access? So copy your instance IP, term browser, and the Grafana port number is 3000. So you need to open this port in your security group 3000 also, right? So okay, sorry. After installing Grafana, we need to start our Grafana service right here. We need to start our Grafana server. So let's start our Grafana server. Okay, now let's enable our Grafana. And if you want to check the status, then you can enter the command for status. It's running. Now let's check, refresh the page. So as you can see, The login page is loading. So wait a second, it's loading. Okay, so as you can see, welcome to Grafana. Okay, so here to Grafana, username and password is also admin. Okay, the default username and password is admin. So click on login. Never. So if you want to change the password for security, then you can enter a new password. After that, confirm new password. So right now I'm going to skip this. Okay, so as you can see, this is the Grafana dashboard. That means we have successfully installed Grafana. So as of now, we have successfully installed Elasticsearch, we have successfully installed Prometheus, we have successfully installed Grafana, right? And we have also successfully installed JDK, OpenJDK. Okay. Okay. Now the next step is here, we need to install Elasticsearch Exporter for Prometheus. Okay, so how to install? So first of all, here we need to create a system for Elasticsearch. So you need to create a system for Elasticsearch. That's why I'm going to run this command. So first of all, I'm going to clear the screen and I'm going to create a system for Elasticsearch. Okay. After that, to download the different version, visit the official website of Elasticsearch. So I'm going to download this using this wget. So yep, it's done. Now let's clear the screen first. Now if I run the ls command, so as you can see, here is the downloaded file. Okay. So after that, here we need to extract this file, right? So how to extract? So here we are going to use this sudo tar -xv zf, and after that, here is our file name. So as you can see, it's extracted. Now if I run the ls command, after that we need to insert this file. So I'm going to cd and enter inside this file name. So, okay, now let's clear the screen first. Okay. Now after that, here we need to copy the exporter binary to this particular location, user local bin location, right? So let's run this command to copy this user local bin location. Okay. Now after that, now change the exporter binary ownership. So let's change the exporter binary ownership using this following command. Okay. Then now we need to create Elasticsearch exporter service file. So here in this location, which location /etc system Elasticsearch exporter service, here we need to create Elasticsearch service file. So copy the content and paste in this file. Now for save this file and press escape :wq exclamation and enter. Okay. So the file successfully saved. Now let's reload our system package first. Then let's enable our Elasticsearch exporter. After that, let's start our Elasticsearch exporter. And in last, let's check the status. Okay, as you can see, it's active running. That means we have successfully installed Elasticsearch exporter. Okay. After that, here, as you can see here, we need to configure. Okay, it's done, right? Now, the next step is here, uh, how to access this Elasticsearch exporter, right? So here, the Elasticsearch exporter port number is 919114. Okay, so you need to copy your instance IP, hit on browser, :9114. So as you can see, Elasticsearch exporter, Prometheus exporter for Elasticsearch servers and the version and so on. Click on metrics. So as you can see, the metrics of our Elasticsearch, right? So as of now, we have successfully installed Elasticsearch, then Prometheus, then Grafana, then Elasticsearch exporter. Okay. Now, the next step is here. After that, the next step is we need to configure Prometheus to scrap Elasticsearch metrics. So, how to configure? So, here, first of all, we need to navigate the directory containing the Prometheus configuration. Okay, so let's inside the Prometheus folder. And after that here, let's open the configuration file of Prometheus. Okay, this is the configuration file. So in last here, we need to add new job here, job name Elasticsearch, and in target, the port number is 919114, right? And here, the localhost replace with your instance IP, right? Because here, as you can see, your instance IP and then 9114, okay? So copy your instance IP. Okay. Now, in this Prometheus configuration file, you need to careful about indentation. Okay. You need to careful about indentation. If you add extra space here, then you will have error. Now let's save the file and exit. After changes in any configuration file, you need to restart your service. So that's why here I'm going to restart my Prometheus first. Okay. And let's go to the Prometheus. Here is the Prometheus. Now go to the status, go to the target. As you can see, the status is unknown. So let's refresh the page. As you can see, it's up. Okay, refresh the page again. Okay, now as you can see, the both is up. Now you can see here one more target added with the name Elasticsearch, right? Okay, so now we have two targets here, Prometheus as well as Elasticsearch. The state is up, label, scrap timing, scrap duration, and there is no any errors. Okay, so it's done. Okay, so we have successfully added our Prometheus here. We have successfully configured Prometheus to scrap Elasticsearch metrics. Okay, it's done. Now, the next step is we need to visualize the Elasticsearch metrics in Grafana. So, how to visualize Elasticsearch metrics in Grafana? So, first of all, here you need to go to the Grafana, and here you need to add data source. So, how to add data source? Here you can here click on data source and Prometheus, select Prometheus. And after that, here name Prometheus, and you need to enter your Prometheus URL. So here is my Prometheus here URL. From here to here means IP address and the port number, right? And I'm going to enter here. Okay. And now let's keep as it is and click on save and test. Okay, it's done. Now let's go to the home. Okay. After that, here you need to click on visualize. You can see after this. Okay, it's done, right? We have successfully create our data source. So you can see, go back to the Prometheus Grafana welcome page and go home, left top icon. Okay, connect to data source. Okay, and it successfully created Prometheus. Okay, it's done. Now the next step is here. Here you can start your own new dashboard by adding a visualization. So let's add our visualization. So how to add? So first of all, you need to click on this add visualization. Then here you can also import your dashboard. Then select Prometheus as data source. Okay. Okay. So let's go to this. So here you can see create your dashboard first. So click on this. So as you can see, start your new dashboard by adding the visualization. So click on add visualization. And here you need to select this Prometheus as a data source. Okay. Now after that, let's scroll down here. Okay. Here you can see, click select matrix. Okay. You need to enter a matrix for visualization, right? Right. For this visualize elastic matrix in Grafana, you need to select matrix. So as you can see here, now in this query section, add a query. So which query? So here I'm going to add this query. Okay, Elasticsearch file system data available bytes. So I'm going to copy this query here and enter here. So as you can see the query here. Okay, after that label filter. So I'm going to choose instance value. This is our instance value, right? For Elasticsearch, the port number is 91444 and this is your instance IP, right? As you can see here, the same. Okay. Then select value. Okay. So check for once. Okay, it's done. Now click on run queries. So as you can see the data. If I click on this time series and click on the bar gauge, Okay. This is the time series. This is the bar chart. Okay, as you can see, this is bar chart. If you want to change the stat, this is the stat. After that, table. If you want to check the table. Okay. 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 Let's enter matrix for once. Okay. Select label instance value is, click on run queries, and here I'm going to select this bar chart. So as you can see the bar chart, if you want to change, then you can change these also. Okay, text and so on. Okay. So if you want to change, then you can change from here. Okay. Then after that, if you want to check the another query here, then added B query. So I'm going to add the this query Elasticsearch process CPU seconds total. Okay. So let's check. So here enter a query. And after that here, next is cluster Elasticsearch. Here I'm going to click on cluster, and here Elasticsearch. Now click on run query. So as you can see, if you want to time series, this is the time series. Okay, if you want to check the bar chart, the bar chart. Okay, so here we have this metric, and the filter is cluster, and the name is Elasticsearch. Okay, so this query retrieves the total CPU time consumed by the Elasticsearch process across the entire cluster by specifying the cluster as Elasticsearch. And Grafana fetches CPU uses metrics for all nodes within the Elastic cluster. Okay. Now, after that, it's done. Now, if you want to save this dashboard, then Control plus yes. So as you can see, enter new dashboard. If you want to add the description, then add folder in dashboard and click on save. Your dashboard will successfully save. Okay, so it's done. So that's the Monitor Elasticsearch with Prometheus and Grafana. Right. So in this session, we have learned how to monitor Elasticsearch with Grafana and Prometheus. And in this, first of all, we have installed JDK, OpenJDK. Then we have installed Elasticsearch. Then we have installed Prometheus. Then we have installed Grafana. Then we have installed Elasticsearch Exporter. Right. And after that, we have successfully visualized the dashboard. Right. So it's done. So in this session, we have learned how to monitor Elasticsearch with Prometheus and Grafana. So thank you for watching, and I hope you understand.